All right, YouTube, what's good? What's good? You already know what it is. This is the DJ Connect. This is how we get down. My name is Andrew Lindley, and I'm here to teach you a little 1-2 things that I've learned about DJing over my career. It's been a very, I'd say long, even though I'm not that old, but it's been a long time that I've been DJing, and I've learned a lot of things, so I really just hope that I get to help somebody else along the way. I get a lot of your guys' comments, and they absolutely blow my mind. I can't believe that, like, how I'm actually helping some people out there. So first off, shout out yourself. Drop your DJ name in the chat right now. Drop a comment. If there's anything that you guys want to learn or need help with, always drop it in the comments. I always personally respond to every single comment. And yeah, I love interacting with you guys, so make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and we're gonna get it in. Today we're gonna be talking about how do you use the EQs. Like, we always see DJs like going off like bam, smashing all the buttons, hitting it, and I always see in like on the forums on Facebook, like, what are DJs even doing? Are they even doing anything with spinning all the knobs and stuff? Blah blah blah. Depends. If they are acting like morons, then no, they're not doing anything with it. If they're doing it in a very controlled fashion, then yeah, they're probably doing something. And what I've just learned prepping this video is that I actually am sad I don't have my Rain 72 here anymore, because I need the screen to tell me like what's in my crates, what I can use. So this might be a little bit hard to understand. I hope that it makes sense. I'm gonna really break it down slowly. One thing I had to do is to avoid getting hit with like Facebook algorithms and copyright. I'm gonna have all this stuff pitched down. I'm turning off key lock as well, so that might help some of you guys if you're trying to live stream on Facebook. Drop key lock. And it's going to sound bad because, like, you don't want to start playing music for people when it's all out of pitch. But if it's out of pitch and, like, I'm down -8 right now, they're never going to pick this up because they don't really understand what the real track is. Even though it's similar, it's still a robot, and this is going to get you, like, evading the things. But anyways, long story short, I got some tracks lined up here, and pretty much all I'm going to do is show you, like, the mix without EQing, and then I'm going to show you the mix with EQing. And all it really comes down to is, like, when you EQ something, that means that you're getting rid of a piece of that song. So, like, you're either getting rid of the low end, which is your bass. That's like, yeah, it's pretty much just going to be your bass, and unless they're singers like Barry Manilow or something, they got a very low voice, you're not gonna cut anything out. So that's like a key. If you want to bring the vocals out, you're gonna want to mess with like the mids and the highs, depending on who that singer is. The highs is gonna be like your hi-hats. The mid is like the middle part of the song. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, there's a range of frequency, and like your low end is the bass, the meat and potatoes is like your mid-range, and then your highs are like your hi-hats. Depending who the singer is, like if they really get up in those ranges, that's going to be part of your highs as well. So it's really just figuring out what you want to remove from that song. And if you're mixing with hip-hop, mainly the only stuff that I'm ever doing is I'm dropping out the bass of my old track, leaving the bass on, maybe boosting it a bit on the new track that I'm bringing in while I'm mixing, and then bringing those vocals up like a little bit. And that's pretty much all I'm ever doing when I'm EQing with hip-hop, because there's not too much to it. You're mixing very quickly. Sometimes I won't even EQ anything. Like, sometimes it's just good to go if you're in key. But with house, I'm picking some EDM tracks here. I just have 4 in a crate from before, so hopefully this works out to make sense. But with EDM, this is where you're really going to be able to like mess around with the EQs and really make a difference. With hip-hop, you're never going to make too much of a difference apart from like dropping out the bass, because it's just like a different style of music. But let's just get into it, and let's go. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to do the mix without any EQ, and then I'll do it again with the EQ, and we'll kind of break down what I've done there.
I won't break down tonight.
So that's like a very EDM, a heavy EDM track. So I'm just going to pull it up a bit, We're trying to evade YouTube's algorithms. We're gonna see if this works, and then go from there. But I'm gonna drop this next track, which is. So that's it without the low end. And I should note that like this is in isolator mode. So when you're in isolator mode, you can literally kill the whole song because you're getting more, like it's giving you more range in that frequency. And like when you see a mixer with 100 knobs on it, like at a recording studio, it's just more layers, more frequencies that they're able to isolate. Like they're able to like really break down those frequencies, what they are. And all we have here is a 3-band. So, but I'm getting more range because I'm in isolator mode. So I could literally kill the whole track. Like there's nothing there. Let's bring in the hi-hats. That was like, I feel like that's a very good explanation to show you like what is happening there. So just think about that when we're doing this mix. Not bad. It wasn't bad. A little bit of a beat matching at the start, but as you saw, I was just fixing it, getting it back into speed. But like not a bad mix overall, but let's start EQing it. Let's drop a bit of EQ in here. So I'm going to kill the bottom end, and I'm going to kill a bit of the hi-hats and the mids, and then I'm just going to slowly bring them in. Now, like, how smooth was that? How clean was that? I don't even know. Let me check. They are in key as well. There's a bit of a key changer. You have like an energy drop right here. But I feel like you couldn't even tell the way I was bringing it in. Normally, I never even mix like that. I never mix that smooth, that clean. But when it comes to like, if you want to be a house DJ, like the better you get with the EQs, you're going to be a killer. With hip-hop, honestly, there's not that much. Like, most times you're mixing, like, maybe 4-bar, maybe 8-bar. Very slow. Like, normally I'm just dropping the bass, have the bass on the other track, trying to just really isolate those vocals so it kind of sounds like an a cappella mix that whole time. And let's get to the next track. Let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, what I was saying about the 72, like I need to see what tracks are here. I can't see anything of what's in my crates right now, so we're just assuming this is good. That was a double. All right, so we got a new track here, and we'll just do the exact same thing.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. You little dumb ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. I got a million trillion things I'd rather fucking do than to be fucking with you. Little stupid ass. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. I don't give a fuck. 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 Girl, the way you move it.
I kind of cheated there at the end there. I started dropping the vocals out because I saw that was a perfect position because I was just trying to do like more like remix style, taking the vocals, putting it on the other track and going from there. I'm just going to start it back where it is here because we're getting into the beat. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll just cleanly bring this in. I'm going to turn the stuff off now. I'm going to really turn it up so you can hear it because it's kind of a low sample intro, but I'll show you what it sounds like now.
I
And if you got that Rev 7, I'm always hitting the 45 button. If anyone has any tips for me for like avoiding that 45 button, it's Pioneer gear, so it's like so sensitive to the touch. I don't give a fuck, bro. All right, that's it. That's it. I was getting way too hype here. I just want to like start playing, run a set. I'm hyped up. But if you guys have more questions, I probably need like a better video. Like I'm probably just gonna need like instrumentals. But hopefully you got the understanding. Like all your bands here are for is to get rid of or bring in more of that frequency range. If you don't understand frequency range, that's where you got to start. Like, don't sit here just trying to like turn the knobs. I've seen guys just like changing the knobs thinking that's what they're supposed to do. It's not. Like, that's doing nothing, and it makes no sense because you might have like now too much mid, or like you don't want to have both of them cranked up. Like, that makes no sense. You want to kind of be opposite so that you're filling that range of sound with what's missing. And if it's completely out of key, this is gonna start causing problems for you. But from that, like that's pretty much it. I would recommend just start with dropping your basses. Just start with that. Don't mess with anything else. Just try doing like bass swaps and go from there and see what happens. So make sure you guys like and subscribe this video. Got more fire coming all the time. You already know what it is. This is the DJConnect.com. You want to join the private group, join the family. I can't even tell you how many bonuses there are. Just sign up, the DJConnect.com. I hope to see you in there. Let's go.